Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to How to Train Your Gavin. And I haven't done a reading the books I've lost to during Play with TBR vlog in quite a while. I think the last one was in May, and then June and July we don't speak of. So now we're in August and I have done Play with TBR for August. And I'm going to stop leaning on the table because it's shaking the camera. You're just on a big stack of books at the minute. So every month I play a TBR game called Play with TBR, where I pick between two books I'd love to read and a book that I wouldn't love to read as much. And I decide my TBR that way. It's a very fun game most of the time. But then it was a more recent concept that I would try and read the books that I lost to during a vlog. And the first one was very hit and miss because I tried to read them all back to back and it was all books I didn't really want to read at once, and it made for such a bit of a crappy experience. And then the next one, episode 2, was a lot better, even though I did still kind of read them all in a row. There were some books in there that I actually did really want to read. So it wasn't, a bad experience or anything. And this month is even better because there's only 2 books that we lost to during Play with TBR, and one of them was actually a decision between 2 books that we really wanted to read because it was for my Patreon book club, and it was Spellslinger versus Ace of Spades by Faridah, Àbíké-Íyímídé. And what I love about that round was that I really wanted to read both of them. Spellslinger did have a bit more votes for us to read, so that was on the side that we were trying to play for, but we lost and we are reading Ace of Spades instead. And honestly, the joke is on my patrons because I really wanted to read this. Look at that, this is how much of a fanboy I am. I have myself an Ace of Spades tote bag, so I mean I actually won this because I was one of the first people to sign up for an event with Faridah and Joel from Fictional Fates. Usborne sent me it, so I'm really happy about that. I think there's something inside it as well, actually. Let's have a look. Which I haven't taken out. It's an art print for Ace of Spades. And then it's just kind of like a postcard. So I actually need to take this out and put that on the wall. Oh, there's a bookmark as well, which I should probably use for that instead of my rainbow grey bookmark. There is uplifting tea. There is tea in there as well, so that's pretty cool. So yes, I get to read Ace of Spades in this video. So excited, I've heard so many fantastic things about it. And this one is, well, people keep saying it's Gossip Girl meets Get Out, and I am on chapter 2. This is set in the Niveus Private Academy, and there is an anonymous texter called Aces who is bringing 2 students' dark secrets to light. Yeah, I read the first chapter, and that one was told in Devon's perspective, and it's a really great start to it. I'm really enjoying the writing style and the way that things are getting set up. It's so far very interesting. So I'm really excited to continue with this. I do have some Patreon reading sprints that I'm doing later today that I wanted to try and read some more of this during, and I'm doing that with Becca and Ashley, and that's going to be really, really fun. And then another book that I have to read in this vlog is Conjuring of Light by B.A. Schwab. And this is a book that I started reading back in October 2019, and I got 211 pages in, so I was on part 5, Ash and Atonement. I cannot remember a single thing that happened prior to this, and I need to refamiliarize myself with the story. I'll start from the beginning again, but I also need to read up on what happened in A Darker Shade of Magic and Gathering of Shadows, because my memory of that series is faded over time. It's been 2 years since I read them, so I need to refamiliarize myself with this series and then start this book. So in this vlog, I am reading something I desperately want to read, and I'm reading something that I'm not all that fussed about. So let us see how we get on. I'm excited. I have my iced latte. I've been doing emails all morning, and I'm only saying that because I want to feel important. You guys didn't need to know that. But yeah, it's been a right chill morning. I want to also film later if possible. I might do a really long reading sprint and do some filming during that reading sprint. Just see how I get on with the day. I have a week off coming up, but in the meantime, I still have work, and I have so many interviews that I'm planning and loads of different things that I want to plan for my channel. So I might try and audiobook some of Ace of Spades, and as I'm doing some work, listen to the audiobook, but at the same time I want to focus on Ace of Spades. You know what, I've been working so bloody hard recently, I'm just going to not do the work part just yet. I can do that during the reading sprints if I have to. I'm just going to chill for the next 2 hours, and then at 5 I'll be doing the reading sprints. So yeah, I might just read as much as I can until then, do some work in the first couple of reading sprints maybe, and then go back to Ace of Spades. That sounds like a plan. That does sound like a plan. So I hope you will stick around and find out what I thought of these books. I don't know what else I'm doing in this reading vlog, to be honest. Yeah, what am I doing? How am I going to make this interesting is the question. Well, you're just going to have to stick around and find out, aren't you? Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit shaken up after an experience I had yesterday with my landlord. So this kind of took me back. But yeah, the landlord finally got the piles and piles of rubbish that was left over from, before, I think when they were doing the house out, there was loads of rubbish in the yard. So I wasn't ever really able to use the yard since moving in. And after a month and a half of my tenancy, yesterday I finally got rid of it. Was texting my landlord about it, and then I asked, oh, will there be bins provided for the property? Do I need to get some and take it out of next month's rent or something? Because when I moved in, there was the backyard with the gate being broken. I believe the bins had been stolen. I don't know what happened to the bins. There wasn't just no bins when I moved in. And I thought it was a legal thing for landlords to ensure that tenants had bins for waste disposal and stuff. But I don't know. I asked him that, and he literally just went off it. Like when I said that, oh, it wasn't in the listing that there would be bins provided. And yeah, he was just like, you're obviously distressed, pay the agent fees, there'll be bins provided the next property, this is final. And I was just like, hang on a minute. Yeah, he said, please pay the agent's fee and leave, as I cannot have unhappy tenants. So I mean, what's the solution to that? Like, do an unhappy tenant kick them out? I don't know. And then, yeah, he was just saying, like, I was adamant to have this place, and the agents pressured him to accept me, and I have them to thank as I only go by their recommendations. So, I mean, fair enough, you didn't want me as a tenant. Like, don't tell me that. I'm a letting agent, you are unhappy. I mean, I wish I had just let him, because yeah, I am. Like, now I'm really scared about asking him for anything in the future. Like, I don't want to go to him for anything. I mean, I will go through the letting agency and whatever, but it was the fact that we were already texting because the rubbish finally got taken away and he was asking about the rubbish being taken away, that I thought, oh, you know what, I'll just ask. I'll ask about bins being provided for this goddamn property. And now I wish I hadn't asked. He says, I do my very best to make a lovely home, and I know I'm the best landlord going. Okay, gosh, that's so delusional. And then he, just to try and guilt trip me even further and be even more condescending, he's like, I was going to give it to a doctor applicant from the QA and agent said to give it to you. You were very lucky. And I'm just like, right, I mean, I stopped replying at this point because I was just like, I don't even know what to say. And I just said that I was going to sort out bins before this, whole condescending bit and trying to guilt trip me bit. I said, fine, I'll sort them out. And he was like, good job. If bins left out on bin days, they will always go walkies. I mean, whatever. I mean, I haven't responded to that, but I've since shown my friends it as well, and was saying it was like, I should go to the agency and tell them about it. But now I'm scared about what his reaction would be if I do that. Like, will he kick me out? Like, I don't know. Like, I've literally only been here. Well, my tenancy started at the start of July, but I didn't move in until like July 19th or something. It's only the 13th of August. I haven't even been here a month yet. And already this has happened. Like, fair enough, I sort the bins out. It means I'm going to have to get it out my own money. 2 bins, which is like 62 quid. Not a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but it was just like, I only wanted to get bins provided for the property. I thought that was something that landlords had to do, was to ensure that we had means to dispose of our waste, but apparently not. So yeah, I even checked the tenancy agreement. It doesn't say anything about bins, so maybe he does have, an argument there. But I'm just like, the way he started talking to me and the way he was just trying to guilt trip me, like, oh, I was going to pick a doctor, but the agency told me to pick you. And just like, oh, I don't know. It's like made me feel really uncomfortable. It's made me feel so uncomfortable. I never want to talk to him again. I just want to pay my rent and live. That's all I want to do. But yeah, it's just made me feel really uncomfortable. I don't even feel like I could ask him for any kind of help with this property if, anything happens to it, or like there are like little bits and bobs that still need doing, and the yard still needs doing. Like the rubbish has been taken, but the yard still needs doing. And he said he would do that. So he definitely said that. He promised he would do that. So maybe he still will, but maybe he won't now that this has happened. I don't know. It's just really weird. I don't like it. Anyway, this vlog is about Ace of Spades and Conjuring of Light, which I haven't yet started, but I am 164 pages into Ace of Spades, loving it so far. I'm loving the vibes. I love the characters Devon and Chiamaka. Like, they have such incredible personalities. Like, I love following them. They're just so interesting. I love their internal monologues. And I love seeing their relationships with other people. I don't want to spoil anything, Devon has this relationship that is definitely complex. And then we have Chiamaka, who has these friends who I just don't think are good for her. But also, like, she understands that this is the kind of world she lives in and she is trying to make the best of it. And she is kind of like playing the game along with everyone else. And I'm just so intrigued as well by the texter called Aces. Like, who is it? Like, I am getting Pretty Little Liars vibes as well. But this is, if you know, like, Pretty Little Liars was actually good. Saying that, though, I did really enjoy the first 4 seasons of Pretty Little Liars. Anyway, it's great. Like, I'm loving reading this. It's definitely the great escapism. I did my Patreon reading sprints last night with Becca and Ashley, and they were so good. I got so much of this read, and it was just so much fun. And that Patreon live show, honestly. The amount of stuff we came out with in the chatty bits of that live show. I'm glad it's not public. Let's just say that. I'm glad that live show isn't public. But anyway, yeah, that's the plan. About to go to work. I am 12:30 till 9 p.m. today, which is like pretty much all day. I woke up early-ish to, you know, get myself sorted, get breakfast, have a coffee. Yeah, so I feel rejuvenated this morning. Obviously, the landlord stuff has like... it's making me think. I'm sure after, you know, spend today at work, it'll be a great distraction. I'll read some more Ace of Spades and I'll just continue on as I'm continuing on. There's no other way of doing it. I'm so tired as well, honestly. Oh my gosh, I've got no energy. I've got no energy left, and this is not the way I want to do this vlog. I want to say how much I've got on my Starbucks app because, I mean, I used to top up all the time, but I haven't had a Starbucks. I mean, I had one last week, but that was neither here nor there. But when I moved and when I started looking for places and I knew I was going to move out, I was like, right, I need to stop the Starbucks. Like, I cut Starbucks out of my life apart from that one time. So I'm just going to look to see how much I've got on my card, on my Starbucks card, and if I've got enough of them. Ooh, excellent. Let's refresh it. Is that definitely right? I've got £5.60 on my Starbucks card. So, like, I don't need to spend any money. I'm going to treat myself to a Starbucks before work. Okay, awesome. That makes me happy. That makes me happy. And I definitely deserve that after what I had to put up with yesterday. So yeah, I will catch you in the next update. Hopefully I still live here. I have to laugh, otherwise I'll cry. Oh, I literally have to crouch down because I don't have a proper stand right now. I've just finished work for 5 days. I'm about to crack open some Prosecco because I'm about to watch Alice in Wonderland with my patrons. But I've just got in from work and the live show's in 10 minutes. So I want to quickly eat something as well. So we'll see how that goes. I want to open this up and then we're going to start. Well, I can't really give you much of an update, but I have been listening to Ace of Spades on audiobook as well as reading along with it. And it is still amazing. Let me just open this for you guys. Ah, beautiful. And yeah, I need to put in some Chambord first because I like me some Prosecco with Chambord. But yeah, it's been a nice day. And I definitely think I'm going to take advantage of these 5 days off. They're so satisfying, isn't it? I don't have any proper Prosecco glasses either. So it's just going to go into one big ass wine glass. Because why not? This is like most of the bottle as well. Ah, God, I love me some Prosecco. Cheers. But yes, you're currently resting on my book copy of Ace of Spades, so I can't really move it right now. So I am loving Chiamaka and Devon, and I love how, well, I mean, I feel bad for them, but like how helpless their situation is right now. Like, it feels like whatever they do will just come back to bite them in the bum. Because just things just keep happening to them and this Aces person is just targeting them, and it seems like other people, like it's affecting other people, and it's really, that was the fridge, and it's really affecting them, and the situation's getting worse and worse, and I don't know what's going to happen next. But I am so enjoying it. 10 out of 10 so far. Yeah, I want to watch Alice in Wonderland with my patrons for the Disney Watch Along, so I'm excited. But I need to quickly eat something too. So this was a really quick update. Just wanted to open my Prosecco. And yeah, cheers. It looks like we're in bed together, which is apt because I've just had sex and I can barely walk. Anyway, I have finished Ace of Spades and I thought it was fucking fantastic. I genuinely love this. I was not expecting the twist, and if you've read this you know exactly what I mean, but that twist, I mean, to be fair, it's something that could happen, and I would fucking believe it if it did, which is disgusting, but it really does show you the kind of world we live in. And I don't think that's a spoiler. It shouldn't be. But, I mean, it might be. No, it's not. No, I don't think it is. I'm not telling you what the twist is, but honestly, like, just the way it unraveled, like, I shouldn't have been surprised, but I was, because everything was so intricately woven into the story that by the time, like, Chiamaka and Devon, like, realized what was going on, it was like, for me as well, I just realized what was going on and I was like, no fucking way. No, shut the front door. Honestly, God, I can't even speak. Like, I was ... So I just, like, and I'm sorry for the terrible setup right now, but I'm struggling to find places in this house to film where there isn't an echo. And it seems like the best place to do that is the bedroom. Wink, wink. Anyway, I just want to say I love this book so freaking much. Like, it was so good. I honestly found the situations that Chiamaka and Devon were in just felt so helpless. And it just felt so real. And I just wasn't sure what was going to happen to them next. And it just escalated into this big climax. And I want to see more of this because I also love the epilogue and the way things are set up for the future. Like, oh God, I don't want to say, but I would just love to see more. I would love to see more. Like, honestly, like, the reveal and everything, it was actual tension. Whereas, like, say for Pretty Little Liars, I thought A was sloppy. But the girls were too dumb in Pretty Little Liars to actually, you know, find out who A was until freaking season 7. Whereas in Ace of Spades, this is, like, first season. And it was, like, a fantastic first season. But yeah, honestly, Pretty Little Liars, oh my God. There were so many obvious clues and right in front of their faces. And they were just like, yeah, I know exactly who this is, but I need to drag this out for another 156 episodes, so let's ignore that. That's all Pretty Little Liars is. But I bloody goddamn love that show as well. Damn it. But honestly, the ending... There's also a part, like, this is just random. Like, this is how real characters are, okay? So, like, they just talk about normal stuff. And then there's a part where a character goes, well, if you're going to do it right. And then I thought in my head, right, do it with me. And then Devon is like, are you quoting Wham right now? And then I was like, gosh, I feel so seen. Honestly, I was living my best life. Gotta love that white boy music. But honestly, I just want to take it out on a date. I just want to take this book out on a date. Also, I just love Devon. And also Chiamaka as well. Like, I was worried about Chiamaka to begin with because her character is heavily reliant on her wanting to fit in and things. But then by the end of it, and again, no spoilers, she kind of makes her own path and she realizes what she has to do. And it's because of her own agency and her own power that she gets stuff done. So... that's all I'm saying. Yes, that was Ace of Spades, 5 stars, freaking loved it. Cannot wait to talk with my patrons about this book. Next, I'm going to be reading A Conjuring of Light. I need to read those summaries of the first 2 books because I'm very forgetful, I really am. But such a good series that I've enjoyed. But there's a huge part of me that's like, I don't really want to come back into this world. But I have to at some point, don't I? I hate having an unfinished series. And when I looked on Goodreads, the last time I read this was October 28th, 2019. I want to show you a book that came today, Midnight Neverwood by M.A. Kushner. And this one comes out in October. And I've already read this book and I did a reading blog on it because I got a hardback proof of this back in December/January. And this one I got, it's the paperback proof of it. But guess what's inside? That's me. That's my quote. Yay. I'm in this. And I'm the second one down. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I'm in this book. I did love this book, by the way. And I will leave the reading vlog downstairs if you want to watch it. Yeah, that's the update. I just want to tell you how much I loved Ace of Spades. I cannot stop watching Selling Sunset, though. I finished Ace of Spades, and then I was like, oh, as a reward for finishing a book today, you can watch an episode of Selling Sunset. And then I ended up watching all of the rest of season 2. I think I had episodes 5, 6, 7, and 8 to watch. So I watched all 4 of them in a row, even though I was just like, one episode, Gav, one episode. But then I watched all of season 2. So I have all of season 3 now to watch, and I'm so tempted, but I really do want to get on with Conjuring of Light, because I have a feeling Frostheart 3 is going to come onto NetGalley soon, and I need to read that as soon as it's on. So I want to finish A Conjuring of Light before I start that one. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get this read. But also, I just want to watch Selling Sunset. I just want to watch it. Anyway, that's the update. I'm sweating my tits off, but you know, I'm happy. I've literally just closed the windows in my library room, and this woman was walking down the road, and as I closed the window, she was just looking up, staring at me, and then I was getting the ring light and stuff, and as she was walking past, she was still just staring at me, and it made me feel so uncomfortable. I was holding the ring light like this, and I was just moving slowly, keeping eye contact with this woman. I don't know why the hell she would just keep looking at me, but she just kept staring. Like, fair enough, I get it. You hear a noise, you look. But do you just keep staring at somebody through their window? Like, it's just so awkward, and she just wouldn't stop. I was, stop looking at me. Stop it. But that was a little bit random. I managed to get a rug for my living room, however it's just a little bit too small and the colour is too light, and I didn't realise that until I actually put it on the floor because my floorboards are rather light and I need a darker rug, so I might end up putting this rug into like my bedroom or something and see if I can get another one. Also, I put so much crap in here, like even putting a rug down and I've got things on the wall, there's still an echo in here, and I don't know what else to do at this point. I may have to get actual acoustic panels or something. Even though it's not going to look great in this room, I still might have to just put some up on the wall just to help with the echo because it's so annoying. I'd love to be able to just film proper videos in here, not just vlog updates, but proper videos in this room too. But it's not happening at the minute, and I still get an echo in the library as well. The audio isn't the best, so maybe I just have to fork out the cash and get a microphone as well. Or I don't know. I'm scared to use a microphone just in case the files get corrupt or whatever. I don't know. It's a lot of hassle. Anyway, shall I get back to the actual purpose of this vlog? Actually, no, hang on. I want to talk a little bit more. First, I have been watching Selling Sunset. I am now on season 3, episode 4, I think. Oh, I just need to keep watching. I've only got 5 episodes left to watch and I've completed the whole season, so that should get done in the next few days. However, I did finish Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab, and I am going to give it 4 stars. I hate the fact that I kept it for so long and I didn't finish it earlier, because I think I would have probably given it higher had I read the entire thing back when I was supposed to, but I feel such a detachment from the characters now, and I don't know if maybe it's because I have read other things that I've really enjoyed, and at the time of reading A Darker Shade of Magic and Gathering of Shadows, yeah, that's the right one, I was like, oh, I've never read really anything like this before, and I'm going to give it 5 stars and 5 stars because I didn't really know any better. But I don't know, like, I thought this one had a lot of action. I did read, a summary of the first 2 just to catch me back up, and I do remember quite a bit, and I remember the danger that Rye, I think his name's Rye, and that's the way you pronounce it. I remember the danger he was in, and I love the relationship he has with Alucard, and I just remember Alucard from the second book like so much. Like, I loved Alucard from book 2. So character-wise, I did feel a detachment, but I did remember them and they do still stand out quite a bit. I enjoyed the fast-pacedness of it as well, and if you're wondering how I read it so fast, I was up quite late last night on ice lattes, and I have the audiobook. I had the audiobook from when I first read it as well, so that was paused at the time I was on as well. So I just started back from the beginning, listened to it all on 2 times speed, and it was a really good ride. But yeah, sorry, anyway, I enjoyed the fast-pacedness of it. There was quite a lot that happened, a lot of death as well, and I will say the ending is quite bittersweet. And I thought it was so well done. It did make me think of a character in a way I hadn't thought of them before, and I could see what built up to it, and it made sense, and I like that as well. There was definitely some poetic moments in the writing as well, and I do think Victoria Schwab is such a great writer, and it definitely comes through in this book. I just really do wish I had have started from the beginning again, like with The Darker Shade of Magic, rather than coming into A Conjuring of Light 2 years after I read the first 2. And I'd read the first 2 rather quickly as well. I read them one after another back in 2019. And it was literally just the fact that I was about to start Believathon, my first ever readathon that I was hosting, and I had to put pause on A Conjuring of Light, and I had every intention of coming back to it but it just didn't work out. I am really glad I finished it. I thought it was really, really good, but I didn't have that emotional attachment, but I did find it rather sad and bittersweet, but I didn't fully love it, you know? So it was just an experience. I felt like I was rushing it, which again is not great for this series. Like, I do want to try and do the series justice, and especially the third book justice. I think I would have enjoyed it more with a fresh pair of eyes on the first two. That was that. But at least I read the 2 books that I was supposed to read and lost to during Cleo TBR, right? In the August edition, because I had fallen behind on the previous 2 months. So yeah, I'm really glad I managed to do it. Ace of Spades was definitely a fantastic book that I adored, and I'm glad I read that one. Conjuring of Light, nah, but at least I can tick that off now and move on, really, and say that I've completed a series, yay! And completing series is something that I really want to focus on, rather than start a new series from scratch. But you know what, there's so many great new series out there, isn't there? And lots on my TBR. So yeah, that's the vlog. And not a lot of interesting stuff happened, really, to be honest. I've got some time off work, so I'm just planning Believathon 4 and focusing on doing little projects and all of the creative stuff that I want to do. And there are things that I can't really show on camera yet, but hopefully you will see things come to fruition soon. I want to try and film more this week. I have an interview to do tomorrow with Anna James for 15 minutes. And then I have another one with Karen Millwood-Hargrave and Tom DeFreston on Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. And that one's going to be a full-length interview on my channel, but it's going to be pre-recorded. So we're going to do it during the day, and that'll be really fun too. So I'm excited for that. And yeah, just plodding along, doing what I gotta do. And hopefully you enjoyed the vlog. Please leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below, let me know if you've read Ace of Spades and A Conjuring of Light, and if you enjoyed them or not. And I will hopefully see you in the next video. Bye.